Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
I just want to talk about the recent situation or the incident, the alleged murder, shooting that just happened with Alabama hoops player Darius. What's tragic about this is the fact that he shot someone that he didn't even have familiarization with, or he was trying to get familiar with her, and Jamea Harris. But the other tragic part is that his decision making, for him to take extreme measures to basically, act out and against a person that he didn't even know, just because she wouldn't basically adhere or accept his advances or whatever. I don't know, man. This day and time, I'm gonna be real with you. Today, you got to be extremely careful with even being out with your girl and people see you with your girl. You know what I'm saying? You got to be extremely careful, because a lot of these cats, especially according to where you live, they don't care about any of that. Obviously, with Darius, his college career, his freedom, his education that he was getting, all that didn't matter. He just chose to, and I'm still waiting for much more of the information to come out. But it just seems like for him to place himself in a quagmire like that and throw away his life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Throw away his life with a shooting, even if he gets, let's just say he gets 30 years for this. You know what I'm saying? They charging this man with capital. Let's just say he gets 30 years. That's just 30 years he can't get back, obviously. And, by that time, his career is done. It's over. I'm not saying if you commit murder, you can't go back and play for anybody. But this guy right here, just thinking about, just trying to process it all on what he was thinking when he went up there to try to speak to a female. And not every guy who's with the female, they're dating. Let's get that understood. I know they mentioned in the articles that, she was with, somebody, her boyfriend or whatever the case may be. There's plenty of articles out here, but it says that let me go back up to the top of this article. It says Harris' boyfriend they say Harris and her boyfriend had driven to Tuscaloosa from Birmingham to visit her cousin, who is a student at the University of Alabama. So Jamea Harris wasn't even a student at the college. Her and her boyfriend just drove down. That's just the senseless, wild part about this shit, right? She took a road trip with a boyfriend to go check out a cousin who was going or attending the University of Alabama. He said Harris' boyfriend told Cotton the three of them were getting something to eat and to eat after a night out when a man approached Harris and started flirting with her, the mother said. He was advancing on her and she declined his attention. He refused to go away, Cotton told CNN. So just to be clear, the mother's names the mother's name is DeCarla Cotton. All right. So when I mentioned Cotton, that is the mother speaking and telling the story. So she pretty much said he was advancing on her and she declined his attention. He refused to go away, Cotton told CNN. While they were attempting to leave, one gentleman walked up to the car and started shooting. Harris' boyfriend shot back and hit one of the suspects, Cotton said. The suspect later went to the local hospital, which helped connect him to the shooting. She added, investigators had said one of the suspects was hit by the returning gunfire and sustained a non-life-threatening wound. And then they go on to show a picture of the female. You know what I'm saying? It says she had a son. Jamea has a son, that's now without his mother. You know what I'm saying? And the mother says she was a hardworking mother who got up every day to take care of her son. So pretty much I'm thinking that her boyfriend, I don't know if he was the daddy or not. It doesn't put it in here, unfortunately. It doesn't put that whether he was the father of the child or not. They're just talking about her being the mother. Miles' attorney, Darius Miles, said in a statement obtained by CNN affiliates that Miles and his family are heartbroken over Harris' death, but he maintains his innocence and look forward to his day in court. Miles, who is from Washington, D.C., is a junior. He's a junior. He's almost at the finish line. He is a junior at university, according to an archived version of the men's basketball team roster. He was in the midst of playing his third season as a forward for Alabama Crimson Tide before he was removed from the team Sunday. So obviously he had a promising, manifesto in his basketball career. Potentially he could have went to the professional league and played, but that's neither here nor there right now. I just want to know and ask him this question. Like, if someone drove from another part that you had no idea who they were, you never met them, why would you even put yourself in that position to end your freedom just based off the looks alone? You know what I'm saying? I don't get where the tempers, not just for men, but for women too. The tempers on a whole nother level this day and time. You got to be extremely careful dealing with these youth, or dealing with these individuals in general. When I say youth, I mean, just this day and era on how people react to people. Like Darius, man, I don't know the guy. I really never seen him play, but he went through the extreme to fire off a weapon on a female that wasn't giving him any attention. I'm thinking to myself, there has to be more, man. We have to wait until this comes out some more. It has to be more to this story because I'm just not piecing together the way I want to. I'm not piecing together the way I want to for it to make sense. It's a video out there from a Ring doorbell, which it was multiple shots fired. So I'm assuming, once again, not being on scene, that it was the boyfriend that was firing and Darius Miles that was firing. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of wait and see what comes out in the upcoming days with this story. But if it's indeed true that this guy just threw his life away, his career away, pretty much taking the life of a young lady, all because she wouldn't acknowledge or accept his advances, it's just senseless, man. It makes no sense to me at all. It never will be. You know what I'm saying? It never will be how guys want to force themselves into the attention and the personal space of a female, and like that's going to sustain itself. Like, you got a real problem on your hand if you got to force yourself into someone's personal space and force them to get to know you. It don't make any sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to look at, if the weapon, how did they even get the weapon? How did this even come about? You know what I'm saying? Who gave them the weapons? You're a junior. How did you get these weapons, bro? It's, all this stuff is not making sense. Andrew Charles on deck. What's good? Dude is a sociopath to say the least. Yes, man. He must have had a huge ego. Beyond, man, he might have had some other issues going on, but like I said before, he's on the basketball team. He knows how to follow orders, instruction. He know how to run plays. So psychologically, I can't do a remote prognosis on this guy and act like I know what's going on in his head. I just can't do it. It's just a fucked up situation where, you could say, well, where did he come from? What part? I'm still looking at it like this dude's a junior in college, bro. He's been doing something right. He was a junior, past tense. He was a junior in college. So he's been doing something right. Not only is he a junior in college, but he's sustaining his GPA enough to play on the Alabama team. He's sustaining himself enough to play on a college basketball team. So this is not what you call a dumb individual. He's not considered ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Just getting there based off nepotism. He's not there based off nepotism. He has some type of level of intelligence. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease on Deck, man. What's good with it, Gumbo? In the building. Tyrese, what's good? Salute to you. Gumbo say salute WCS and Andrew Charles, my brothers. Salute to you. Good to see you, man. I know I haven't heard from you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully all is well. I know you've been on the road, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there. Wilding out. He about to be a prison. Bitch. Man, I seen when they was I guess transferring him or whatever. And it's almost like he was having a moment with himself. He was talking. And he was trying to, how I guess you have that moment like you ain't no longer walking around on your own accord no more. So I guess he was saying to himself, like, I didn't even, know for real. You know how people just say, damn, when it all sets in, that reality hits. I mean, the weight of it's just amazing, amazingly heavy. You're like, damn, what did I do? It's almost like you have a shocking moment with an epiphany. You're like, oh my God, what did I do? Is this real? I just want to close my eyes and open them. And this ain't what it is right now. This dude's a junior in college on the team. So he had to have some damn intelligence. He had to have some decent decision making, man. This man is playing on a team and sustaining a GPA that's meeting the requirements for him to play on that team. That's unfortunately like we always see, man. We had another brother go down. He was a college player that was supposed to be, one of the premier players, up and coming players going to the NBA or whatever. And he up there beating his girlfriend, beating her down, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a damn moment in the courtroom where they read off his sentence and he just broke down and started crying and shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about you, Darius. I mean, it was just, I don't know the whole story thus far. I'm just reading what's out here in the media, but you seem like you had it very, very well. And consciously, you knew where you was heading in life. You knew where you wanted to go. You was damn near at the finish line. You had another year coming up, educational wise. You just blew it, bro. Damn, you just blew it. I mean, you have no relationship, like no kinship, no conversation, bro. God damn, man. I don't get it, man. This shit is just, it's not only tragic, but it's just stupid, man. Freaking another brother threw his freaking college away, could have went into the league, did something, you know what I'm saying, that, took his family and himself to a whole nother lifestyle and professional occupation. But yet all that ends just because your index finger led the way for you. It led you right behind them bars, man. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, with the $20 super chat on deck. Much appreciated, my brother. You already know. One love to you. Salute, sucker free, all day, every day, Gumbo. Thanks for the support always, my brother. From the heart. I'm the 806 number. My brother, salute to the Hot Grease family. No doubt there, Gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your support. I'm the 806 number, my brother. So okay. I got you. I didn't know that. Okay. Hold up. Let me check something right quick. I have to get back with you. I thought that was it. But okay. All right, I got you, Gumbo. No doubt. I got you. But big shout out to Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, man. Sucker free on deck in the building with the $20 super chat. Thanks for your support always, man. Appreciate you. But for Darius Miller, man, I don't know what to say about it, brother, because he's not the first one. He won't be the last one. I mean, women are a species that, these men have to really, process the right way. Like, if you got to take all that energy and force a woman to be a part of who you are as a person, then you don't need to deal with her, bro. You don't need to deal with her, man. I know there's other situations where it comes from lust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see a person, you're just like, oh my God. Not every grown ass man have the control point to digress when it comes to temptation. Not everybody can digress. Some of these dudes out here, which I can't speak for, but I'm just saying, speaking as a man, some of these dudes, they don't know how to cut it off. They go at a woman and the woman might be a little bit sassy, spicy, disrespectful, and they feel like, okay, you want to be disrespectful, I'm gonna show you how disrespectful I can be. Just let her be disrespectful and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If you got to impose your will on a female that you don't even know, brother, you have no idea who this female is in life. You'll never get to know her. She's in the dirt right now. You buried her. You took her away from her son, man. You took that mother away from her kid, and you didn't even have no relation. She's traveling down there with her boyfriend, not to see you. She's traveling with, not to see you. She's traveling with someone already. He loses a girlfriend. You lose your freedom, and the son loses a mother. What type of circumstances are we dealing with? All from a decision from two individuals. And, it's going to all come out. He said he going to maintain his innocence. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. But truth be told, you got to go in front of the judge, bro. And then they got to find out whether this is going to trial. Whether you or your mans are going to trial, you just going to trial, or he just going to trial. If you didn't do it, because his boy got shot. His boy got shot. So in the heat of everything, if your boy wasn't really cool and he went down there, he said, oh man, I got shot, but so-and-so did the firing though. They gonna have to figure this shit out, because we all know what them friends be doing sometimes. Niggas you don't know, they go down there, oh, he did it. I didn't. I was just walking up there with him. We done seen it before. So we got to see if his friend who actually got shot, we have to see if he was the one that was actually doing the shooting. I'm trying to get this guy some type of light at the end of it. I'm just trying to cut on a light bulb, even a low wattage bulb. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of light, brother, that the hope that you made a better decision than this, man. Because truth be told, it seemed like you pretty decent, level-headed dude. You know, you got a GPA that allows you to play sports. That's tough, especially in college. And all them women they have up there in college, you wanted to approach a woman that was with a dude, and then supposedly, you know, she rejected your advances, and it led to gunfire. Damn, that's just stupid as hell, man. But big shout out to Gumbo. Appreciate you, brother, being a real one. Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, AK Showtime Shaw. On deck in the building, Team Tucker. You already know this whole situation is crazy and sad. Man, it is, man. It's super duper sad. Unfortunately, another athlete in general, especially the black athlete, pretty much has squandered their life. And this, the surreal part about this, their Showtime, is that he really didn't even know the chick. I can see if this was, you know, they have been together. You know, they've been able to acclimate. They have a relation with one another. They have known each other. There's a second, a minute, an hour, a day, weeks, months that they've been able to speak and communicate. They had some type of, you know, familiarization with one another. None of that. All that shit is absent. She came over there to check out a cousin. She didn't even go to the college, bro. She wasn't even attending the college, man. She drove down there with her man. She came down there with a man. They went on a road trip to check out her cousin. And she ended up losing her life because they went to the club. They went to the club for a night out. And she's no longer around. Damn. That shit's crazy, man. He had a savage barbarian mentality. He was a lost soul. It's crazy. You know, like how you saying he's a lost soul, but it's wild that he made it as long as he did in college and got his damn studies and was able to get his studies, though. Unless he just had some demons that he was dealing with, bro. Because check this out, y'all. I wonder why this haven't really played out in college yet. Like, if he's that controlling with the women, has he ever had a situation in Alabama? Has he ever had a situation in Alabama on college campus, anywhere with a female of this magnitude where people felt that he was overstepping the line a little bit, the boundaries was breached? You know what I'm saying? There's reason for concerns. Is there anything that happened? Why this moment? Why Jamea? Why Jamea though? You know? Was she that attractive? You couldn't control yourself? I don't know. The brother, you fucked up, man. You fuck yourself up, man. For real. Your mother is gonna be fucked up. Your father, any siblings that you have, man. It's just fucked up, dog. Tyrese said ESPN said he provided the gun. So he provided the gun to the shooter. That's even worse. Because I always tell you the story of a friend of mine that did the exact same thing in brandishing a weapon. When I was running bikes, it was this white dude that me and him used to go on night rides, and actually, you know, I was out there before he was, and he had heard about it. He's like, man, I heard you ride at nighttime. I want to start trying to improve my speed out here and this, that, and the other. So me and him start riding at night. And it's different, you know, when you're riding at night, especially when it comes to turns. But anyway, we developed, like, I was older than he was, though. We developed a friendship, and when we used to ride, and I was like, you know, you getting better. I mean, he could have been on. He was squared away Marine. He could have did something special. But anyway, he had a twin brother, identical, that looked just like him. And somehow they left the duty station, went to another duty station. And the one thing about these twins, these white twins, twins, right? They was cool as a fan, but they had a tendency to be around black people, and just start acting up when they got intoxicated. They started to drink. Like they was cool people, great human beings, right? Twins, bro, identical twins. And they was in a club, and I guess they was acting a little bit extra with the alcohol and shit. I've seen it for myself. I can speak on. I've seen it on base inside of um, an event that we was having. The guy that used to ride with me, I seen him for the first time do this, and he ended up brandishing a weapon to his twin. The one I used to ride with, he brandished a weapon to his twin, and his twin, no. His twin brandished a weapon to him, and he called himself. These was both Marines now, and he called himself. When the guys walked out that was fucking with him. He said he was gonna fire. From what I heard, he tried to fire over their head. He ended up shooting the guy in the head. Both of them went to prison. Both of them twins went to prison. Supposedly, the one that brandished the weapon had less time than the one that used to roll with me. They had less time, and this wasn't a long period of time where I knew this guy. But it just takes me back to his brother, who I knew also. He brandished the weapon, and so shot and ended up hitting the guy in the head, killed him. And man, this was all over the news back then. I don't know if they still locked up or not, but it's been several years. But both of them went to prison, man. I think that's exactly what's going to go down here. I know they're saying capital murder, but if he brandished the weapon and made it something like premeditated or whatever, or, brandished the weapon because he had every intention of going up there killing the chick for no reason, then it might be a little bit more serious. But it's bad all the way around when you brandish a weapon, knowing it's, hey, give me a pistol. And, I'll take you to another, a friend that I used to know from high school, man. Dumbass mother. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him, man. He had other shit going on in the street, bro. This dude snatched my weapon on my vehicle one time over somebody selling him some weed, dog. That they said, it wasn't what it's supposed to be. So before I know it, this dude reaches down and grab my pistol and start running. We sit behind a car wash, and I ain't want to go back there. I'm like, he said, pull up right here. I'm about to get this right quick. And I'm full blown in the military. And this dude was in the military too, but he got kicked out. Go figure, right? This nigga snatched my weapon and start running after these motherfuckers all over a damn bag of weed, a little small bag of weed. I said, never again. Me and him got into it right then, bro. It could have been both of our lives gone. That nigga grabbed my pistol and ran off over a bag of weed. I said, nigga, you are crazy. It's time for me and you to go separate ways, man. It's time for me and you to go separate ways, man. I'm done. And I've known this guy for a long time. If you listen, hopefully you got yourself together, bro. But you already know what it is. We ain't gonna never be friends again, bro. Not just off that shit either, man. Never. They had to be covering for him his whole life, because to go to that level over rejection. Was it even really rejection? Like, I need to know what his friend was doing. Because sometimes your friend, they can be disrespectful when you're really trying to be respectful. Like, you can have a friend that see what's going on. Okay, she's rejecting. And then they say, oh, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I hate that. I hate that shit, dog. I hate it with a passion, man. When you have some, like, that ain't the way you roll, but you have somebody with you that's not in the play. They're not a part of the play. They'll turn around and say, fuck you, bitch. Man, ain't nobody trying to talk. Dude, what are you doing? Speaking of the same dude I just mentioned, we in the A, pre-flighting at the club, at a bar restaurant, right? And man, he already fucked up. I just didn't get fucked up around people that I don't trust. First of all, he turns around and try to talk to some females that was behind. There's 3 females sitting at the table. They rejected this nigga. This just popped up. I just remember this stuff. And he was disrespectful. So we walk outside. It's like 8 motherfuckers waiting on us. But every time I was strapped up anyway, right? So we walk out and come around the corner. As these dudes like, which one of y'all was disrespectful to, our friends in there? And I was like, who the fuck are y'all? Like, I'm not looking at my friend. I'm waiting for my friend to speak up. And he's like, who business is it? What's going on? He said, what was the conversation? And he told him what he said. And I was, I can neither confirm or deny what happened next, but I wasn't having that bullshit down here, especially this dude right here that was already intoxicated. Your friend can get your life taken too. Your friend can get you incarcerated too. If you're not strong enough to damn stop somebody from being an idiot, yeah, it can turn dark real quick. You know what I'm saying? Conversation is good sometimes. People say black people can't communicate with each other, especially during intense moments. Yeah, they can. Especially when you got a pistol on you. It can go either left or it can go right. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up here and tell, hey, he fucked up. He didn't mean it. Either they're going to be mature enough to say, okay, I understand. I got you. All right. But no, man, too much of that shit. Nah. Too much of that shit, man. Get somebody locked up for good. I'm still waiting for the full story to come out with Darius. If he brandished the weapon, I think he's still gonna do some time because it led to a death. It led to a death, man. He said, you remember when the Marine and the Army dudes were shooting at each other in the chow hall in Iraq during the deployment? I don't remember that specific time, I'm gonna be honest. But I do remember times when Marines used to go up on the Army base and we went up there just to fight. We went up there just to fight, dog. Anybody who remember Fort Belvoir used to be one of the most thriving Army E-clubs you can go to until the Marines got that shit shut down. And don't ask me how all this stuff starts and all that. But anyway, I can't get off subject, man. It's crazy. That doesn't even have anything to do with the topic there, Tyrese. Shit, we about to get in to about what aren't y'all serving the same under the same nation's colors? Yeah, but this Darius shit, it's crazy, bro. Dudes be moving like that, man. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, man. They'll be out of nowhere like, F that bitch, man. You ain't shit anyway. Hey, females this day and time, dudes need to understand. They will pull the trigger too. They will squeeze off on you too. And you know what they're going to do? Immediately start crying. And then they're going to say their life was in danger. They felt like their life was in danger. Any witnesses? Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, he was overly aggressive. Yeah. And it looked like he had a pistol on him too. So, he kept being over aggressive. I said, no, stop, back up and all this other shit. And then I just shot. I just felt like my life was threatened. Man, it's easy work for them, bro. That's why I move by myself. And shit is sad. No doubt, bro. No doubt. I had to back out on dudes like that because shit, people I was around did dumb shit in bars over women because they couldn't get play. I don't know, man. It's not even that serious, right? Like, what if you put all that energy and effort into getting a female and she's not who you want? But you put all that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? What if they somehow y'all connected? What if she knows somebody that you know? If she done sit there and told them a story and come and find out everybody know each other, how does that work out? How does the plotting and scheming begin to happen? Hey, so-and-so got a mental problem. You know what I'm saying? So-and-so need to be checked out. I'm just saying he has an anger issue. And if you black and you over 6 feet tall, you know what I'm saying? If you're not like, sometimes they'll give a 4'3" dude a little pass. Oh, yeah, he's a little short, aggressive. That's adorable. They'll give him a pass. That nigga might be an asshole all out. And they give him a pass. Or he's just mad because he's short. But put some average height on a dude with a temperament. Shit. Them motherfuckers say, oh, I fear for my life. That's all I'm saying. I fear for my life. I surely did. I fear for my life. I don't have the right for fear for my life. Okay. That's why I squeeze the trigger. And then they start bawling out and crying and shit like that. Darius, I think he's going to be behind bars for quite some time, man. Unfortunately, he's going to be behind bars for quite some time. And then, his friend is in the hospital with handcuffs, being handcuffed to the bed. We got to wait for him to get out because obviously he might be the shooter. Because you know how people be pointing the finger in every direction. He might be the shooter that got shot by the boyfriend. But yet Darius Miles, who's all over the news, that's who face everybody sees. Alcohol changes dudes. Look how Jodini was moving. I know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a man in life, using that, having that rule setting about, first of all, rolling dolo. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't understand how I had a vehicle and they'll say, hey man, you going to the club? Yeah. Man, can I catch a ride? No. I'm not saying I never rode to the club with anybody. I'm just saying most of the time I didn't. And if it was only one person that really I wasn't responsible for. Because if I was leaving with a female, then I'm like, hey, you gonna be good? You sure you're gonna be good? Get back now. Because I am not ruining what I got going on, and saying, hey, I gotta take them all the way back to base, but I'll be back out here. No, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, bro. Trick Noty on deck. What's good with the Trick? In the building. What up, WCS? Chat Gumbo, etc. The sauce was good. Hey, man. I just wanted to talk about this. I got to take care of some family. Bravo. You know what I'm saying? But I will be back on a little bit later, man. Y'all definitely make sure you go check out True Media Today, USA Boxing. Coach Malachi is coming on at 3 p.m., 1500 military time. You already know. Do you copy? Over. You know what I'm saying? And y'all continue to support, man. I'll be back on a little bit later to talk about some boxing. But y'all hold it down, turn up and tune in.